What's up, everyone? I had a really early entry on this one, but I've got a second trade here, which I'll share updated on my main prop accounts. But I'm just preparing myself to trade with lower lot sizes right now. I just closed that live in front of you guys, just because of the 2K challenge we're starting in June. So the market analysis today, what we'll do is we'll just do a quick little breakdown off of where I think markets will go from a higher time frame point of view, which is really important. Not only from a higher time frame point of view, it's just to really like decipher your point A to point B. So it's really important to understand. Let me just get a whiteboard up. Is that when we're sorry, whiteboard, when we're trading, we wanna each week wanna understand, identify our weekly point of view or bias. Actually, I used to call this thesis, so let's just call this thesis still. And then from there, during the week, we act upon the best trades. So I'm literally giving out so much stuff for free. So I just really hope that in these next 3 months in these next 3 months, a lot of you guys are going to make money. And not only are a lot of you guys going to make money, you can do it for free, or you can kind of join us in that process, which I want to start updating now because we're going to start sharing everything moving forward. So the goal is in June is everyone is going to make $2,000 if you just follow every single point. And it was just really easy for me, but at the same time, it might be difficult for some other people new, or you just want to learn no matter what stage you're at. And the cost of this is only $399 or £299, so 299, that is it. And the fact is, I'm really excited because I've never done something like this. So we'll be trading, doing everything live. I've done this on the boot camp point of view, which is normally like £2,000, which is like $3,000. But this time we're just doing it in the public eye, going live on YouTube. And like I said, doing these recordings like today. So first and foremost, let's go on DAX. DAX has been horrible previously, but it's looking really good now. And we've got a nice trade. I've done a lot of backtests recently. A lot of backtest. And the backtesting, I found a lot of information and I've also just kind of revitalized myself. The thing about doing reps and backtests is to really understand and really give you confidence on what it is exactly like you're looking for. So that snapshot like this, let's just say you're looking for a triangle, right? It's like a conveyor belt. Every single day, this conveyor belt just keeps going round and round and round and round. You are just looking for your triangle. Some people make money on their circles, some people make money on their squares, and that triangle might not come round today, right? Which is the kind of coolest analogy I can come up with because I'm a bit delusional right now. Is that you just got to remember this is what you gotta keep looking for. You got to keep looking for whatever it is that you are looking for. And mine is a pattern A. And that pattern A is a point A to point B. And not only is it a point A to point B, is my whole strategy written down for you guys. So this strategy is written down. You can get this completely for free. Like I've given my playbook for free. I'm going to make sure that I give pretty much all this information for free at the same time, part of the course as well. This is 11 years of experience. This is over $1 million worth of fucking information that we're literally just giving away and sharing with you guys. And all you have to do is fucking turn up. So let's go on to the market breakdown. The first market breakdown is DAX. DAX, I'm looking for is simple. It's really simple. Now that you've kind of had enough, is that we've had this resistance like this. You cannot obviously deny that this is a great support now. One, two, three. And this morning was absolutely beautiful on the bounce and the reverse. The next test is going to be this 23,880. Not only is that going to be the case, I'm expecting potentially new all-time highs as the momentum of this still looks higher highs completely all the way. We broke out all of these highs, got a continuation and momentum. We had the flash pullback. We broke through this. And if we wanted to do a breakdown, let's just do this here, we could easily still come all the way up to 26K, if I'm honest, which could be until the end of the year because we're seeing a lot more development and also uncertainty in the rest of the market. So more money could go in indexes and gold. And that doesn't really look like too big of a stretch to fill this gap with DAX. Now, you really want to take the same information and just kind of apply it across the rest of the markets. Today's other market that I want to focus on is GBP because GBP has been trading so nice, so nice. There's so many opportunity, guys. There's a real nice uptrend. Not only that, if you look back on all the previous weekly outlooks that I've shared with you guys, We had the pullback here, came into these moving averages regions and this indecision, made a new high, pulled all the way back again, retested. We can pull this up a little bit more where this was the previous low. Actually, if I clean that up and do it actually like this then becomes a really nice support. After this support was broken, we had a trade here, which obviously, there we go, ended up hitting stop loss. But the next trade, again, perfect. And this is a prime example of calling the markets right, but just not getting the trade there. So here we push through, broke, and then retest. GBP JPY is looking really good for BRE setups, so just break retest setups. And if you look at the market right now, I think this week we could easily just retest this 196. So if you can just focus in this week and just try and find opportunities here, it would be a great trading opportunity. Right now, there's actually a great entry for DAX. There could be a continuation onto the upside right now. Like I said, I still think that this gap is going to be filled. There's two resistances right now. The first resistance is here. So we're probably going to retest, which is beautiful because that's Tokyo high. After Tokyo high, we're going to look to that region. So yeah, really beautiful trade. This morning, what I gave is this trade idea, and this trade idea is starting to become valid. Is to break this region, which it's done, this resistance. Now it's broken above this resistance, continuation, and it looks really good to take profit at Tokyo high. And then if you want another opportunity, we probably could get a buy within that region. So we're just looking for space, like trading space. That is it. All we're looking for is trading space. So we've got trading space here, and then we've got trading space here. It's as simple as that. That's all we're looking for. So I'm recovering. I've had like 3 viruses, but this is going to be the start coming soon. This week we're going to do a load of announcements, so still, please stay up to date. We're going to get a lot of trading there, and the main thing is let's all make some money together because I need to make some more money from trading, and I need to focus even harder now. And if you do want to join us, it's going to be 299, which is releasing soon. This website's actually live, so if you do want to go and check it out, you can get it. You can get early access right now as well. And there are some extra goodies for early access just before we start everything. So if you want to get involved, you can get involved and check out the website now. And then in about 5, we fully start on like the 5th of June with all the live trading, but all the course stuff and all the materials will start being released within the next couple of weeks because we're finalizing everything from there. So that's pretty much it. This is the breakdown for the week. Market analysis. Go watch this video if you want to check it out. Do open. If you're in the signals group, we'll update you guys soon. And that's pretty much it. If you have any questions, drop them on Discord right now and let's check who's in the chat. Is anyone here? Can you guys hear me? Discord is the main chat. There's like 50 people. What's going on? Yo, good to see you all in. Gold, yes. You could drop any questions if you want. Also, I'll probably do a Q&A. Here's some questions here. Actually, watching from work, I forgot there's some questions we had here that I'll go through. So, how would you get over a bad trading day? I know it's different for everyone, but a mentor's advice will be good. I think that it depends on what you constitute as a bad trading day, right? Because at the end of the day, a bad trading day is broken down into multiple things. A bad trading day could be you just you doing everything right, but the question is was it really a bad trading day, or did you do everything you wrong and you just didn't like everything right, you just didn't get the results you wanted? Because that really is the main question is that truly a trading day? Right? So I'll just heart that to say that I've replied to it. So you got to think to yourself like this is the number one thing that you do. Well, so first of all, identify really is it a bad trading day. That's the first thing. Okay. Then the second thing is to have your mantra, right? So the mantra is to tell you what is it that you're looking for. So alhamdulillah, everything. You got to remember you gotta remember that a trading point of view is that we are taking a trade because we expect it to win. But the problem is like for someone like myself, there's only 30% win rate. So if there's only 30% win rate. That means if I take 10 trades, that means ultimately 7 of them are gonna lose. So if 7 of them are gonna lose, you gotta remember then that's something that we have to really accept. Like if I take this trade, it's not about the reward, it's more about the risk that is involved. Look at this trade, it's going for it now. Absolutely beautiful. So you have to remember that. Okay. So I think some great action points you can do right now is that number one is to identify if it's a bad day. And then number two is to reset and recalibrate your mindset. And we have a priming effect, which was in the boot camp, which you can rewatch. There's loads of different things you can look at, but it's about resetting your expectations, respecting yourself on the future goal, and what is it that you're actually doing. And then from there, you can come in fresh every day. Because remember, if you're in a bad mood, you trade in a bad mood. If you're in a good mood, you trade in a good mood. I'll go up to here, and then I'll do the rest. How to tackle psychology when getting off on the wrong fruit and the price goes in direction usually. It's simple. The psychology is one thing, but walk away and do something you enjoy. This took me years to figure out because let's just say no matter the outcome, if it was say, let's just say it lost or you overtraded or whatever, right? But then you either go to the gym or go to a nice cafe, that is gonna help you recalibrate and put you in a better mood. Ultimately, it's in your environment. Okay. Then the other thing is I have two live accounts. One is 100, one's 5. Can you elaborate on which one's better? Well, leverage just equals how much you borrow. How much you borrow equates to how much you trade. So more leverage equals more risk. But it also depends. If you want to put less money in there and then have higher leverage, that's also do it too. It's just really completely up to you. But I would say for beginners, low leverage because it limits you. Medium, I would say you can use leverage to your advantage and then scale. And then when you're obviously advanced, you want to lower the leverage again. So it's kind of like a full circle essentially. Do you recommend? Yes, yes. XRP, it works like a charm. Just spreads and brokers are not developed enough yet. So our strategy is can work on crypto. And it works for BTC as well. BRE works really well for BTC and ETH. So I'll answer the rest of these later in the week. But if you've got any more questions for the family members, I can answer them on Wednesday. So on Wednesday we'll do the other webinar. I appreciate every single one of you joining today. If you've got any more questions, put them in the general chat. I'll go through them now. If not, then I'll set up a proper. We'll go back to a proper. Can't even speak. We'll go back to a proper like market analysis breakdown on Wednesday like this with a full structure once I get a bit better. And the timing will be back to 12 o'clock instead of 8:30 just because it suits my timing a bit better. I just need to really recover and look after my health. It's been a real rough patch at the moment. So let's go through this. Chat was disabled. Yeah, I'm just keeping the chat disabled here. If you have any questions, Robert, is it possible to get a gold analysis? Sorry, yeah, that was like the third person to ask. Let me just get this up now. Okay, so let's have a look at first on gold. If we do a top-down analysis, um, ultimately it looks good to retest. I think daily would look better to give me a rough idea. If we just draw a fib to see levels, yeah, I mean, right now gold is at that range, just seeing where it wants to go. We've got all of this space to kind of trade within. There is a support around here, but it's not being clearly identified. And the reason I say that is because look, this one here was kind of traded through, so I'm not 100% sure if this is going to balance. This could flip on the candle and start to push because on the 4 hours, this looks good to break Tokyo high. On the 1 hours, we've got momentum as well, so we could retest here. There does look like a lot of opportunity to potentially get a trade somewhere around here. If we had like stop loss here and then like take profit here, it's going to be a long trade if someone can sit through that. To just to retest the price up here around 300-400 mark. But I think that new all-time highs could be happening as well. Fundamentally, a lot of money is going into gold because of the uncertainty. Gold looks really bullish in general anyway. Selling it will be quite difficult. You can sell, but buys in general just look really, really, really good. So let's just see where this is going to go from here. I think that new all-time highs can happen again, but then that coincides with pretty much everything. I think that if we can get new all-time highs across the board, that could push a lot. I mean, our crypto has doubled. I don't know if it's going to continue, but it does look like there is somewhat of a pullback happening right now. Yeah, there's a lot of pullbacks happening. What's DXY saying? Yeah, DXY is pulling back too. Let's go on a weekly. But like I said, we're in basket, we're in a really important area. This range was just a range. The question is, are we going to break 110 and make all new time highs, or are we going to have a pullback and break this 98? Because if you look at it, this has been our trading range for a long time and could be foreseeable future too. Literally all of 2022 till now. I mean, we've been fluctuating, but we've had a full bullish movement here within 2021 to 2022. That was also the crypto cycle that followed through. And then now we've been in that slight indecision. We've tried to retest that, failed and pulled all the way back. But these two areas are what we would probably constitute as like these fake out areas, because really and truly, like they're just pushing them to say, are we really bearish? Are we really bullish? None of them is confirmed because no momentum has followed through. This hasn't pushed and made retest a high and made all-time highs. This hasn't pushed a bearish and made all-time lows. This could be accumulating. This could be accumulating, and this is the best time, ultimately, to eat all the pretty much the newbies in trading as such to speak. Okay. So that's the gold analysis. I hope you guys enjoyed everything so far. Remember to use our links if you want to support us. Other than that, we'll be back. So I'm slowly getting back to it. So if you've got emails for the signals, I'll catch up on those. All the giveaways, I'll catch up on everything. I'll do it. I'll be doing everything myself this week. If you've got a ticket, I'll deal with that as well. And if you've joined the course, we will start onboarding properly soon as well. I'm just recovering, but unstoppable. So thank you guys. Appreciate every single one of you. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And new giveaways are coming out this week. Peace.